Following a complaint, an item in last week's edition of Bremner, Bird and Fortune, the broadcast regulator Ofcom has intervened and said while ordinarily they might take a look, they're a bit stretched at the moment, what with the phone stuff kicking off, and have therefore handed it for consideration to the bloke who mends their photocopier. In his adjudication, the bloke who mends the photocopier has ruled that as his van is on yellows and he has 3 more jobs to go to, he's given it to his mate who watches a bit of telly, who in turn has ruled that as he's booked solid for a couple of weeks, he's passed it on to a Polish bloke he met down the pub, who normally does roofing, but likes a bit of cash in hand now and then. And he's taken a look at it, and ruled that while the programme did not adjudicate a standard there, he did feel that some viewers may have been źle obręzy, and has requested that in future the programme makers For a full version of this judgment, together with a list of other people you might like to try instead if you have a complaint, please log on to the Ofcom website and click Translate. And now, this week's edition of Bremner Bird Fortune.
Thank you. Well, you couldn't move this week for Gordon Brown, Chancellor, Prime Minister in waiting, Stalinist.
No. We have a saying here at the Treasury. One Stalin doesn't make a summer. I'm proud of my achievement. We've built a strong, dynamic economy, which in terms of growth and performance now ranks second only to Tesco's.
Dust to dust. No more good. No more bust. My friends, to see you here assembled fills me with joy. But don't worry, it'll soon pass. Our time is close at hand. Are you with me? Where we are going is no place for faint hearts. If you're with me, let me hear you say aye. I will run a cabinet and a party of all talents. I welcome different views and different ideas. Feel free to express yourself.
Chancellor.
Speak, friend.
I was wondering how you're going to stop private companies ripping off the public sector.
Thank you. Excellent question. Take him away. Have him killed.
As some of you may know, my great passion here on Grand Designs, now book, magazine and major 4-day trade event, is people with a vision. People who know what they want to achieve and are prepared to go out there. Well, not out there, obviously, that's a council estate, but out there, grab hold of whatever it is and say, eat my pants, Daddy-o, I'm going to go for it. Big time. That's why I'm so fascinated by the couple I've come to meet today, because they've got a very clear idea of what they want to achieve. It's just that I'm not sure that it's possible.
Hi. Hi. I'm Kevin. We met earlier.
Hi. Yeah, when we rehearsed this bit.
That's right. Well, you must have some great plans for what you're going to do with this place.
No.
Terrific. Now, how much of this was...
I was intrigued to know more. But first, I had to host a spin-off version of the show on More 4. So I decided to leave them to it, in the hope that when I came back, their dreams would have crumbled to dust, allowing me a moment of wry contemplation.
Good.
Bye.
Bye.
Missing you already.
It's now July, 6 months since I first came here, and already I can see, well, not a lot has happened. Which is a bit sad, because I was banking on the fact that they'd have knocked down a retaining wall by mistake, sacked the builders, fallen out with the architect, and decided to do it all themselves, miraculously bringing the project back from the brink and revealing a house of outstanding beauty just before the end of part 3. Allowing me to appear at various stages, exasperated, delighted, enchanted, confused, enthralled, and in all good bookshops priced $17.99. But none of that has happened. David, why?
Well, we had intended to knock through, make it one large open space and letting in the natural light and build a water feature to really dominate the structure, and then we just thought, nah, why bother? I mean, it's gone up 94 grand, 96 grand over the last 6 months. We haven't even opened the toolbox.
I was transfixed and bemused and not a little discombobulated. Clearly, I'd have to return. now December. 12 months since this project began, and for the life of me, I can't see that anything's changed. No cunningly concealed cupboards, no environmentally friendly innovations, no chance to marvel at the astonishing interplay of light and space provided by the simple, ingenious idea of removing the wall. All of which begs the question, what's the story here?
Well, we did have lots of ideas, didn't we, love?
Yeah.
But the bank said, look, you slap a hang in the middle of a property boom. Frankly, your best bet is to sit tight, do nothing and watch the value skyrocket. Because if you really do want that breathtaking homage to modern design, the easiest thing is give it a year or two, trouser a shed load for doing nothing and buy it ready-made from some other poor bastard who has had a nervous breakdown coping with the builders and the architects and the film crews.
I had to say I was amazed, not least by the fact that my mouth was shut, but somehow the words seemed to keep coming out. So, what to make of it? Well, strangely, it appeared to be something of a curate's egg. On the one hand, it was hardly a grand design in the traditional sense, and on the other, it was logical, impeccably thought through, and hard to argue with. And with property up 50% in a year in some parts of London and no sign of cooling down, I can't say I blame them. Because, frankly, when you've got Foxtons beating a path to your door, who gives a stuff about grand designs?